We have waited patiently and sometimes impatiently, and the moment is finally here. Time to kick off a new season. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Blue Hens offense is on the field for the first time today. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him, and I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Into their happy place for a touchdown.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep two hands on the ball. That time, he got hit, the ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. The scoop and score, what a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Blue Hens trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Blue Hens will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
from the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find.
Sprinting away. And it'll be a touchdown. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. The returner will field it and try to do some business. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's got it. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
To the air on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
The Blue Hens have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Bland. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Blue Hens are on the move. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Blue Hens kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Holds and fires complete to the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end now in motion. They go to the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, the offense is trying to get physical. They're pulling the backside guard on that play. He completely whiffs, though, and misses his block, and as a result, it's a negative play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Had to get rid of it quickly. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
The Blue Hens are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Number 25.
Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
Oh, and they blocked it. He's got it, and he can go with it. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Already with 2 touchdowns on the board, now they're back at it up 14-6. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Quickly complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. Handoff to the single running back. Makes it past the marker. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. That penalty just what the offense needed, and they are set up 1st and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Wide out trying to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to power it in. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost. After getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on 3rd and goal from the 2? On the ground. And they're in for a touchdown.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors.
Game is glitching. Something's not right.
Update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. USC has the lead right now, but kind of fittingly, the men of Troy have been in a battle today and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Arkansas State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. Boy, they've been jumped all over, and they really need to put together a scoring drive here, down 21-6. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's got it. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's when he catch it, big fella.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give on the option. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Now the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the Blue Hens will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They've come out like a shot up 21-6 and trying to add to it on this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got an open man. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Grabs it in the middle. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. He's got 42 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. Reads it, fires complete. Snares it with those big hands and strolls into the end zone for the touchdown.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They march the ball 51 yards for the score. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll return it. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room, and couldn't find much on that return. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Motion from the wideout. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Dumps it off in the flats. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
On third down, he drops to throw. Blasted as he lets it go.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And now this offense will take the field again.
Ready up. Come on, set.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man quickly. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
He's brought down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Gets open down the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Blue Hens will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. One final play before the end of the quarter. Off play action on first down. Snagged out of the air. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Power football with the run. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Give to the single back.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now he's looking to throw it. It's caught. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. No good. Sure, you don't want to miss the field goal, but a 22-point lead, still feeling good about...
Sorry about that. I'm back now.
Game's going.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The errant 48-yard field goal attempt forces them to turn the ball over. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Working on the right. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Unloads to the wideout. What a grab with one hand. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option to give. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Blue Hens, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel.
Beck's going for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive.
29 Philly, 2-9-5.
Goes to the option. Now the toss. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. He's now up to 52 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Pulls it and fires to the left. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
No gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Flare. Come on, set. Ready, go.
Wants to fire on second down. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse, and field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Blue Hens have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gives it on the option. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks.
Get set, get set.
From the gun, wants to pass. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. The Blue Hens will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. The quick out.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Got him downfield. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Pulls it in. It's Bland. And that's a very productive 1st down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. And the Blue Hens in the hurry up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Blue Hens will try to pin them back with the punt. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick.
Fires toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. An opportunity to really build this lead goes by the boards, but it's still a 19-point game. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Gets it out fast. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield on first down. Hit as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half.